Ada from Poison Rock, and today I have really the honor, and I'm super glad to have with us Anna from, I have to say, Exit Eden, League of Distortion. Anna Brunner, this is just it's the easier one.
Hey,
How are
thank you
you?
so much. It's great to be here.
I mean, I'm thrilled, and people can understand that. How are you, first of all?
Really good. It's super exciting things going on at the moment. A bit overwhelming, but
Yeah, of
but
course.
really, really good.
Yeah, of course. And of course, like I was mentioning before, like I mentioned, of course, you are known to be in a League of Distortion, but I think that as well, and in Next of Eden, but Anna is a vocalist, she's a musician. So how started your own musical path as a kid? Like I don't know if you just go out to your mom and say, I want to sing, I want to sing. It's so how everything started.
Yeah, so really always love to sing, but my parents don't really have anything to do with music. So I was kind of just doing my own thing. I
Yeah.
actually started singing lessons, or I got to get singing lessons when I was like 14,
Wait,
but it was more classical music and I
yeah,
actually didn't really like it. So I was like, can't we do something rocky? Can't we do something a little bit more, like this? But
yeah,
at least it got me into music, and it was the first. I appreciate that a lot, to even have had that option.
that's yeah.
Yes, and then I did sing in a choir with like, yeah, many people, which was good for me
Oh,
too.
wow.
But I always wanted my rock band, and that's why when I was like a teenager, I got together. Even remember, like, through the internet for a band. It was like
Yeah,
super
yes, back,
funny.
yeah, because back then they used to do like, I'm a singer, I'm looking for a full band commitment in a long career. Please just let's become the next, I don't know, Iron Maiden or Judas Priest, or I'm not singing.
Exactly. But I found really cool people to start off with, and then I actually studied music, like pop music and songwriting, which was great too. We have this option in Germany.
Beautiful.
Yeah, and
So,
that's where I got into the music scene, into
so
yeah, metal scene. Yeah.
yeah, so basically you started like you mentioned, like singing like in this kind of pop music lessons. So there was because of course some we always forget about how beautiful is music, pop music as well. We don't have to deny that. There was some influential from the pop music that had on you, like in your as well in your singing way, in your singing technique.
Yeah, I mean, I have like I always admired screaming, or not like growling, but
Yeah.
admired like Bon Scott from AC/DC. Like, was like doing the
Ah,
high pitch, that stuff. So I
yeah.
was like always, oh, this is so cool. I got into Lizzie Hale, luckily early enough to be learning from her. I mean, listening to what she
Of
does.
course.
And then I just kind of, it's not that I like that this is my like easy natural way to sing
Of
the
course.
distortion. It's really something I got to learn, taught myself through bands, just like trying things out,
Yeah, of
and
course.
was able to like kind of perfectionize this throughout the years.
Yeah, because of course your range of vocals is pretty like is amazing, and then you can see there is a work behind it. So of course it comes spontaneous to me to ask you how you keep your voice so warm, so in such a health way. There's something that you do like to training your voice, I don't know, before a gig or even just daily.
Before gigs, it's just super important to warm up. So
Yeah.
I was on tour with some bands where I only had like one or two songs.
Yeah.
And it's really tempting not to warm up, because you're like, oh, it's just there's just few songs. But it's so important,
Yeah.
even if I'm in the studio, even if I just record here in the studio on new ideas, I really have to force myself to warm
Yeah.
up, because if you're warm, it's like doing sports,
Yeah.
if the
You
muscles
must,
are
yeah.
warm, you don't injure yourself. But if you're like from 0 to 100, want to like go and growl and scream and
And be
distort on your vocals, that's
yes.
really that's what kills it.
Yeah, and I'm speaking about like as well, like because sometimes there are the singers as well that gives like, for example, tips how I keep my voice, I don't know, clean and healthy, like I don't know, no smoking, no drinking, whatever. There's some, or drinking some special, I don't know, herbal tea, or just there's something that you do, or just it's like you just keep it just like the warming up.
I drink so much water, so I really like pour water
Let's
into my
let's yell it to the people. Drink water. The people never understand how helpful that is. Fuck, but really.
and in the studio I like have this real big bottle of water, and I go like fill it up every half an
Like,
hour.
this is my battle. Anna.
Exactly. Just keep it filled up all the time. That would be cool. Have someone responsible just for my full bottle of water.
Here
That's
you
something
are, like getting out of the stage for a brief pause. Here you are, not just drink. Like, where is my water? Where is my water? But it's healthy. It's
Yes,
healthy.
exactly. Or
It's
just
healthy. It's super healthy. I mean, because, but even, just in the daily life, we forgot how healthy is drinking water, even for our own body. It's
yes,
healthy.
absolutely.
So you gave the best advice that anyone can give in the world. Drink water, because otherwise we'd be dead, that's for sure. Of course. But I mean, I have a sense, of course, like before we go to talk about Exit Eden, I wanted to just as well give a little bit of a background of yourself about League of Distortion, because as well you is your as well your band. So just in general, just a quick story about League of Distortion. Whereas I don't know, what are you planning at the moment? What they're doing in the band? Did you have some live show planned? So just what is going on with League of Distortions at the moment?
Yeah. That's one of the overwhelming things, because
Oh,
we're actually kind of songwriting right now,
okay.
and so it's kind of overwhelming to be in the one universe and
Yeah.
then be in the songwriting world again, because when I'm songwriting I usually just don't want to know anything from the world outside and
Yeah.
just be in my creative bubble.
It's
um
important.
but of course right now Exit Eden is there, and I really want to
Yeah.
of course be there too and see how the reactions are and share more and more with people. So that's kind of hard to have the balance, but yeah, we have a tour planned with a German band. We have a tour planned in April and May,
Okay.
so that'll be coming up, and then we'll be able to share more news with you
That's
then when
amazing.
that
And
starts.
it's gonna be like a European tour, or you're gonna eat over the oceans.
Sadly not. It will only be in Germany. This tour is only has or in Switzerland also. So but
Okay,
only
okay, it's closer to Italy.
me
Yeah, it's closer to it.
near, we won't make it to Italy for this tour. Yeah, but this is to have like be
Yeah,
close, in the German field, and then next shot will be, of course, will be in Europe again, I hope as soon as
that's
possible.
amazing. But as well, like you mentioned, like as well, like the songwriting. As a being yourself a songwriter, there is some main influence that while you're writing your own lyrics and song that it influenced you as a songwriter, like topics, or I don't know, even life experience. Let's say, which is the main inspiration or influences in your songwriting.
There's some things that like I experience,
Yeah.
even sometimes situation pops up and it makes me feel it's more negative things actually
Yeah.
that I'm able to work on through lyrics and through songs. Sometimes I think of something, and then that situation kind of pops up again, and then I really want to write
Yeah.
about that.
Of
Or
course.
even with sometimes when I talk with friends about what's going on in the world, or what's on their mind, and that really inspires me too. I
Right.
have friends who say, please write a song about depression because that would help me,
Or
so
yeah,
this is
and
something,
I think
requests from close people that kind of inspire me to give more
um,
out there.
yeah, as well, and I think after a lot of people can reflect themselves in your songwriting, because of course we kind of, let's say, in general, experience the same thing in life. Maybe it could be different type period of life, or can be, I don't know, different small sensation, but the main core is that. So that's why it's important when a songwriter like you, a lot, it's like you're giving, like saying, I'm experiencing this myself. So people feel always less alone. So I'm really looking forward to see. We will do for sure some specific interview for League of Distortion when there will be everything ready, because I really like the band. So we'll do a proper interview speaking about like the new material and all the touring. And I mean, I live in Sicily, but you know, sometimes it's easier for me to go to some gigs in Germany or in the Northern Europe than in Italy itself. Is cheaper and easier. Yeah, well, I'm stuck in an island, so every flight is expensive. Yeah, but it's easy.
I get it.
Yeah, so that's why I wanted to live in the center of Europe so I can go anywhere. But from here, I can go to Germany. I've been in Germany so many times that I forgot how. I mean, I've been last time. And of course, now we're going to speak a little bit about Exit of Eden, which is the main topic of this interview. But I wanted to give a little bit of background because, like I said, you're an amazing woman, and it has to be known as well to know you, so that fans can as well get more, saying connection and deeper connection with Exit Eden. So Exit Eden. Of course, I want to ask you, as because it's three beautiful women, three amazing women, how all of you ended up being together. Because different project as well, musical project, each one of you. So you just are together, and how everything this started.
Yeah, it all started, it was actually an idea of a production company I was working for. And I actually recorded the demo vocals for this project they were planning to do. Yeah. And I wasn't even planned to be part of the band. But when they yeah, this is a super funny story. And when they had Amanda Somerville on board, who was part of the band back then.
Yeah.
And she actually had the initial idea of saying, hey, this girl singing the demos, why don't we ask her? You know, she sounds great. So this is actually the reason why I got into the band.
Nice.
Without even knowing her, without knowing Marina or Clementine. And they also got into the band through Amanda or through a business partner they had back then. And yes, so we got together not really knowing each other.
A blind date.
Exactly. And I mean, we were super lucky that it felt so great between us, that we got along really well. And also now with this time in between, sometimes I was like phoning with Marina or WhatsApping with Clemmy almost every day about things, and we were like super close.
Almost like becoming a family, new family members. That's beautiful. You find out a new friendship. That's an amazing way, because you share the same passion as well, the same singing passion. That's beautiful.
Yeah, you're right. And it feels so much. It feels great to do this with people that are close to me now. You know, first record we were kind of strangers, and now we are friends doing the second record. And this is one of the best parts about Exit Eden.
Yeah, and of course, like was saying that the first single that has been released, Run, is, I mean, everyone should like. It was released, and then immediately, like in 48 hours, happened. I don't know what happened on the web. People went insane, reaching like super 100K views. I mean, how does it feel? Because of course there is as well a huge guest that I would like to announce as well. So there is a huge guest as well in this single, Run, that is, let's say, the first single that is announcing the album. So what about we can say about this first single, Run?
Yeah, so we didn't know what to expect. You know, it's been like 7 years since the first record. And we did experience people still asking, like at every League of Distortion concert, there were a few people saying, oh, Exit Eden, that was so cool. Are you going to do a second album? You know, so we knew it wasn't just like forgotten, you know? So we had the feeling that people would still be interested. And then but when we released the video, we were all super excited about that the reactions were so good, that there was so many people watching the video, you know, out of the blue. And of course, it is great to have Marco as a
Yeah,
feature, because he hasn't been very present either after
for a
like
little bit. Yeah,
quitting Nightwish or being not
yeah.
being part of Nightwish anymore. And now that was
But
really cool for to be able to
he's
see
an
him
icon
again.
as well in the music. I mean, yeah, yeah. Because of course, I give a little as well, like the voice, his voice, kind of, let's say, a little bit not break, but it's like an opposition with all these beautiful vocal ranges, because it's not all the same, because each one of you is not has not the same ranges, vocal ranges. That's the beautiful, because you can perceive all these different beautiful voices from women, and then there is this male perspective as well. That's a thing that, because we are used always, to one female singer and then one male singer. Now it's three female singer and one male singer. That's beautiful. Always more women we won. But I was well, I was as well recording that there's this video clip, because it's beautiful. The video, I fell in love with the video clip. Really, I look at it, I think two, three times by now since I had to know this interview. It's beautiful, because you look like
Thank
a
you.
goddess in that interview. So
It's we're really happy too about it. I mean, I've worked with the video producer before. We all actually have worked with Mirko Vitsky Visions with our other project.
yeah, so it
Able
was
to,
already like someone you
yeah,
knew. Yeah,
we knew who we were
yeah,
getting for this video,
yeah,
which was great. And working with his makeup artist, Kamizero, he's so wonderful. He's such a wonderful artist,
yeah,
making us into, these goddesses. That's actually also kind of the vibe we wanted to
yeah.
have.
This,
And Marco was so great. He was so laid back and so nice, and also dug into the acting and into the whole video concept too so well, without like, he was in the water, he was like falling in the sand, he just like did everything just to make this video great.
like an
It was,
epic video, yeah. Because that's what it looks like, like when you see like a colossal movie, like an epic movie, because it's not merely like yes, it's a video, it's a music video, we know that. But if we don't pay attention to that is a music video, it looks like almost like a trailer of a movie. Maybe sometimes someone will reach out to when the movie will be out, Anna.
yes.
Yes. So of course, like we're saying, that this is basically pre-announcing the release of the Femmes Fatales that will be out in the 12th of January of 2024. So it's one of the first releases of the new year. So it's like we are starting the new year with an amazing release. So what we can say, because of course we don't want to say too much. I know this interview, like we said, will be out some days before, just to increase a little bit of curiosity. But about, of course, because Femme Fatales is about women, and the name claim. But how about the album, that song in itself in the album? What, of course, what you can say about the lyric wise, music wise, what is especially changed from the first album? Because, like we said, it was like a lot of years between them.
Yes. Yeah. So, I mean, the main big difference is that we started with only having covers, only having these
Yeah.
symphonic metal cover
Yeah.
versions of well-known songs.
Yeah, of course.
But now we have
The
still
new,
have 6 covers, but we have 6 original songs for the first
that's,
time.
it's beautiful.
And that's like one of the big main differences, of course.
Yeah.
And also we chose the covers to have like a really nice round album to listen. So
So,
they all kind of have a deeper or darker
like,
vibe.
okay,
They
they have
also,
like a theme common, like they follow like the same, like you were speaking, mentioned about this dark theme, or there is a topic that go through, let's say, your choice, the choice of these covers.
yes, it's either it's the dark
Yeah,
topic, like, or it's a sin, it all has something poison, it all
yeah,
has something kind of to
yeah,
do with this seductive femme fatale
yeah,
theme,
yeah,
and also having them in our individual style, having it sung by 3 women.
different
Um,
with your own aura, with your own energy. That's the
yeah,
beauty of it. It's like you incarnating each element of the earth, of with each type of different energies, of, let's say, of feminine energies, because that's what it is basically. And that's
yes,
what we need,
exactly.
because that's what is.
Yes, absolutely.
I don't know if there is, but in my knowledge, at least, I didn't see it, like, because of course, Exit Eden are known to be a super group with, especially about a band in general, with three singers. I never saw something like that, so it's new for a fact. It's amazing and interesting, because of course it's like all a play of voices. It's like. You don't know who like which voice I like more. I don't know, because of course it's different. And about the let's say the original songs, what can you say about them? Like, what is the topic, the behind them, the main theme behind them, of course lyric wise as well.
Yes, yeah. So I mean, the musical
Yeah,
topic, I would say, is all still the symphonic metal
yeah,
style, kind of the roots. There's nothing too like modern. I would say
yeah,
nothing too, what everyone's doing right now, more or less.
yeah.
It's more of the basic symphonic metal with symphonic instruments, with good vocal arrangements, with many voices, with huge bombastic parts, but also with like really, really small, broken down, just a piano interlude, for
Oh,
example.
beautiful.
But still having this darker vibe, which for the lyrics, we have really empowering lyrics and messages, which is always the most important thing to me,
Yeah,
to have this, we can do it, you can do it, but not in a like cringy way, but in a like subtle way of, you listen to the song and you feel empowered and you really want to listen to it again because it gives
yeah.
you energy, good energy,
That's what we need, because of course, like, it is important, because when it's like, you can feel the music and you can perceive it. It doesn't matter if it's any type of music can be, but you can perceive it and feel empowered after that. It can it and I prove, I mean, I feel myself as well, like sometimes when you have a low self-esteem or something, and then you, of course, what is the best tool? You listen music,
Yeah.
and then you don't realize like how what is changed, because you can find yourself singing along with the music, even dancing, even if it's a slow song. You can, I mean, for me, you can dance with anything. You can dance even with a ballad or with more energetic song, and then at the end it's you feel yourself that you feel better. So it's a kind of as well, I think, healing music,
Yes.
a
Yeah.
therapeutic music. I mean, we all know that music is therapeutic, but I think that this album, like you said, these six original songs will be as well like an important tool for self-esteem, for healing ourselves, especially from the darkest moment there is out there of the war in the world. So
Exactly.
there is one song in particular that you feel that maybe has some much more empowerment than the other, like if, or I don't know, maybe you see yourself in that song somehow, or maybe that I don't know, when the album will be out, you will suggest to say, for example, to the listener, I don't know, let's start from this song, and I don't know, or maybe you even had more fun to recording it.
It's a hard question.
I know, because I think probably you love every song.
It's I do. I really do. I mean, I
Yeah.
love, for example, Buried in the Past, because it has a super good energy and
Yeah,
also is very empowering and very, it'll
yeah,
be good. You can just leave it behind and it will be good then. And I love this feeling also with the
yeah,
story it's about, we chose to write about.
yeah.
That gives me a really, really good, gave me a really
That is
good
so
feeling
good.
also singing this. Um, Hold Back Your Fear, for example, is also one of the songs I really loved, because that's actually the only song where it was, the lyrics are
Yeah,
kind of written by someone telling the story, and Marina starting the song, she kind of is the person the story is about.
okay.
And we didn't really do this on purpose, but just by
Yeah,
recording the parts, it came out that way, that it's kind of everyone has their own part in the
in the
in
song.
the song. And I think that was very unique too, because that's something you couldn't really do when
Yeah,
you don't have more than one
yeah, yeah,
singer.
of course.
And
Yeah, Yeah, that, and it was hard, like, of course, the recording of this album, because of course, like you say, three singers, and then there is all the instrumental part as well. So how, let's say, how was the in general as well, like the recording process, because it's not easy, like having one singer and then you have drum, bass, guitar, and that's it.
Yes.
It was,
Yeah. We have a really great producer, Hannes Braun. He's a really great musician and producer, and he has things, he can imagine things already.
my God,
So
visionary. Yeah.
yeah, it was great with him he kind of knew he had ideas. He
Yeah,
knows us from our other bands, so he really knew
that's important.
what we
Knowing the
could do, and he
background.
can, yeah, and he also pushes us to the limits. Like in the studio, sometimes he's like, yeah, just try this a little more. And you're like, I'm not sure, I'll just try it, And it's like, wow, I didn't know I could do that. You know what I mean? So
That's,
this is cool.
that's
And what
yeah.
I loved too is that when Marina recorded, I was able to be in the studio too. So we weren't there at the same time, because obviously then like two people would sit there and wait,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
But
yeah,
at
of
least I
course.
was able to be there when she recorded, and I was also able to be there when Clemmy came to the studio and record. So it kind of felt like we recorded it together, not
Yeah, there,
all at the
yeah.
same time, but there was always like two people there,
Yeah. And of course, like, I can imagine how the you listen the first time the album, so that the, let's say, the final product. How was your I mean, how did you feel? Because of course, like we said, some things like when you're recording, maybe there is one, maybe for Clementine we're just herself, Marina same, but how was all of you, like each one of you, like let's say, feeling when everything was you were listening to the album? Because of course, like what is, because like your first impression of it, because of course it has to be like kind of surprising.
Mm. Yeah, I had the chance to listen to all the like individual
Okay.
parts, how they kind of built up, because I worked really close with our producer too, and that's why I didn't have like a before and after.
You
I
saw
had the
that.
chance,
That's a
yeah,
beautiful.
and to be like, okay, this is this version, and now it's like additional with
Yeah,
these new real instruments, and and then now this is with Clemmy's voice as well, and now this is with
yeah,
my voice. So I had the build up, which was really, really
that's
wonderful.
amazing.
And yeah, it just all it is with it became more and more Exit Eden through the individual vocals that
Yeah,
added, and that is what makes us special. It's what you said. We are
yeah,
three female singers, friends fronting this band, and it's
yeah,
just
that you don't
really
see
special.
everywhere. And of course, like at the moment, of course, like we said, that the after the album will be released, you're planning some touring in I don't know, in Germany itself, or there will be some live shows of Exit Eden. Because of course the fan, I think they will claim like we want to see us, because since they wanted as well the new material, I think they're waiting for a new comeback in the scene, in the stage. You're planning,
We
there's something planning around as well at the moment for live shows, or just waiting for the release of the album?
we would love to play live, and we kind of have to be patient a little bit, because yes, we are going to wait for the reactions. We'll see how people react, how they want, if they
Mhm.
like, request, let's have Exit Eden on this festival, please,
For sure.
let's please come here, come to this country, come to
Yeah,
this country,
of course, because in that case there will be as well like the other musicians, like the guitarists, I mean the other people involved as well, because there will be live musician playing, of course, and that is gonna be more like a huge, and it's gonna be like a super group as well, like amazing. I think something that will gonna blow up the music industry. Because already the requests are, because going from recording a cover album with the different covers, that of course it went really well because people keep on asking them, going to recording originals is like an opening path to, in the future, more original song of Exit Eden.
Yeah,
uh,
yeah.
and I think it's not easy for as well each one of you having as well a side project, which is I think a full time as well. But this is female group. It's something that you have to keep all going, because we need that's beautiful. And of course, like we said, you before. I mean, with the first album, did you get a chance to perform live with the bands, doing some live shows around I don't know, Europe?
We had, but only just a couple. I mean, we played at Wacken open air, which is great because that's like a
That's
really
just
big festival.
yeah, of course.
we had a show in Holland, and a show in a festival in Prague, I think. So Czech Republic, we actually did have a few festivals and shows, but not enough.
No, not enough. I mean, of course, each one of you has the let's say the professional career of being a front woman. So you're a front woman. So you have these experiences. So I don't think you have to learn how to be on the stage. But it would be amazing see each one of you, with your own different, unique personality, being there and entertain the fans and singing. It's something that people don't want to miss it, because of course we are used to see two front woman, front man, or two front men, but not three front women, because that's gonna be people were wait, there is another, where there's Clinton, there's Marina, so just jumping from one stage to another.
Yes. Yeah.
So the lives I think want to be thrilling, but at the moment, like we were saying, this is the first single out. Are you planning to release some other single before the album, or?
Yes, there will be 2 more singles
Okay.
for the album, and then and
there will be
we actually have another one coming.
Originals or as well cover?
We have I think I can share this with you, because your interview will be in January, right? Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
So we'll have, like, can I say this?
No, it's gonna be like around the 10 or 11, the day before, let's say, 1 or 2 days before the album drop.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yes, we'll have one cover next, and then there will be another original song. Yeah.
So you will be everyone happy, including me. So let's just summarize it all. Like we said that there is Run is out, and the people are aware of that, because it's having an amazing views and people are loving that. There will be 2 more singles released that people will already listen since this interview will be out, and there will be the album. The album will be released only on the digital platform, or people will have the chance only to have the physical copy?
There will be a record and even a vinyl, and I think we even have like a yearbook, so we will have some nice things going on.
That's amazing. That's like making like a early and let's say a late Christmas present. So if someone forgot to do some Christmas present even in January, and say, that's a beautiful thing. Yeah. Oh wait, I'm gonna buy the vinyl of Accident to just do it, because maybe my girlfriend is having a bad moment and she needs to cheer them. So it's like a good commercial. Your girlfriend is having a sad moment. Excited are here, 3 women to help her, because we help her better than men.
Very good idea.
Yes. So it was really a pleasure to meeting you, and I mean, I'm looking forward to hear all these 6 original songs, because I will put it every morning, like my alarm clock, to be empowered since the morning. And each one of you girls has an amazing vocals, an amazing personality, and that's, I think, what will people always demand more original song of Excited, and you deserve it. And I think I wish you good recording session with the League of Distortion, and see you soon, hopefully. And thank you so much, Anna. It was really a pleasure. A huge hug. Thank you so much, Anna.
It was wonderful talking to you. I hug you back, and I hope to see you again soon.
And I love your style and your voice.
I love yours.
Bye, Anna. Bye.
Bye.